When scripting works for you, I feel like you want to tell everyone because you can't believe it or you're just so excited. And in the beginning, when I first started scripting, it wasn't working for me, and now I changed my technique. So I feel like when scripting is working for you, right, you want to tell everyone because you're so excited and you see the results. You see it kind of like transform in front of you, right? So here I am telling everyone my new technique and how it's actually working for me, because before, when I was scripting, it never worked and I couldn't understand why it was working for others and not for me. So I changed my technique, and in this video I'm going to show you the way I script now to get results. So just keep watching. So if you don't know, my name is Toni, and on this channel I bring you productivity, mindset, as well as personal development tips. So if that entices you in any way, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. And now let's get into the video. So like I was saying, when I first started scripting, I think I was doing it wrong. But I changed some things around and like things are working out. So I want to tell y'all first the way how I used to script, right? So if you're scripting like this and nothing is working for you, you might want to, watch all the way through. So when I first started scripting, right, people would say, be descriptive, and, I would write, a whole lot. And this is just like one entry, right? But it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I looked back at it the other day and I was like, yeah. So what I would do is kind of just go through my day, right? I would go through that day of what I wanted. So I'll say, hey, I woke up and I woke up next to my husband and we got up, we made breakfast. So I would just kind of like go through my day like a journal. But I was speaking in the future tense. I always make sure I spoke in the future tense. And yeah, so that is pretty much why it was so long, because I was going through my day of how I was feeling. And to be honest, it had no structure. It was actually kind of like all over the place. And it was just like me just talking to like a friend, and that is fine. But what I realized was, when I was looking back at it, I couldn't visualize what I was actually writing. Like I can't see the vision here. So that is one thing that I was doing that I changed. I created a structure opposed to just writing, just writing and pages on top of pages for this one entry. And then I would do, gratitude and my goals. This is affirmations. And then here, this is like a shorter entry, right? So in this shorter entry, it yet again did not have structure. It was kind of like, I'm going to make this amount of money from this by this date. I will receive it by this type of way, because I was always told, just don't put I want to receive this kind of money, only because it can come from, you don't know where it's going to come from. So something tragic can happen to get you that money, and you don't want to kind of like mess with that. So I always used to put where I would get the money from, or whatever I was trying to find, or whatever I was trying to get. So what I realized was I was watching so much YouTube videos, reading all of the books, investing into different things, and I could not figure out, like, I felt like they were not giving me the information I needed. They were not telling me, do this, do that, word it this way, word it that way. I did come across, I think, 2 YouTube channels that kind of helped me, so I could kind of tweak it to my own way. Yeah. I'm the kind of person that needs someone to tell me what to do and how to do it, opposed to kind of just giving me like a roundabout answer. That's not the kind of person I am. So if you're like me and you need someone to say, hey, this is how you do this. You take 5 steps to the left, 5 steps to the right, and that's it. You know what I mean? I'm that kind of person, and I wasn't getting that. So if you're pretty much going through the same thing, you're wanting to learn about manifesting, you're wanting to learn about law of attraction and scripting and things like that, you know, what I want to say is find what's best for you. Find the best technique for you. Trial and error. Like those journal entries, those scripting entries, is from like 3-4 years ago. So trial and error. I finally got it right, and it's okay. So now let's get into this simple scripting technique that works for me. It might work for you. If not, like I said, do trial and error, you know what I mean? So let's get into the actual scripting technique. So the first thing you want to have is a journal. This is the journal or the notebook that I use. I had this for a long time. I think I got it from Ross. Another thing you want to have is a pen. This is the only pen I use for this journal. That's just, I don't think you have to, but now I only use one pen. I keep it with the journal. And also what I did was I got some sage and I burned some sage and I had my crystals kind of laying around it, and I kind of, spoke to it. Like anything I write, I said, anything I write in my journal will come to fruition. Everything I want in this journal is my desire, and I deserve and I will receive whatever I write in this journal. And I kind of, went on more than that, but I can't remember everything I said. But, I kind of just went over it with sage and my crystals and, I had a clear mind. But before I did it, what I did was I made sure I had a clear mind and no interruptions, and it was just me time. So I woke up super early to be alone, and I meditated for a little bit, just kind of like calm down, and then I went on ahead and did it just to cleanse my area, cleanse my space, clear my objects. So that's what I did. Okay, so when I opened up my journal, what I did was I would write in it, like you probably can't see it, but I would write in it just little affirmations or manifesting affirmations in it. So anytime I come across one, I just write it if I like it. I'm not just gonna be writing anything in here. If it resonates with me, if I like it and I'm like, yeah, I like that, that's good, I like, all of it. So then I write it on in here. This on the front. So I also keep this in here, and this is my structure. Okay. So this is what I got from watching like other YouTubers and reading some books and things like that. So before I actually start scripting, I like to have a clear mind and, not too much distractions, and I don't like to be forced. I don't want to feel forced to script. So yeah. So the first section of my scripting, what I like to do is write down in these exact words every time. It becomes kind of like repetitive, but so what? I am so happy and grateful that. Well, this is what I do. Let's say, for instance, right now, I am manifesting 20,000 subscribers, right? So I am so happy and grateful that I reached 20,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and period. And then I will go on to just kind of like going more into it. I have put so much work and effort into my videos, and I'm so happy that 20,000 people decided to hit the subscribe button, and I would just kind of go on. Okay, so part two, I will write how I actually feel, how I would feel in that moment, right? If I was to log into my YouTube channel and I saw 20,000 subscribers, right, how would I feel? Right? So think about it. Anything you're wanting, how would you feel? Right? What is the feeling that you get? And during this time, here's the trick. You need to visualize you receiving it. You need to visualize or have that feeling, right? You need to get into that feeling. Okay, so I would be like, gosh, I feel so happy. I am so happy. I am so appreciative. I am so grateful. I am so forth and so on for receiving, or for 20,000 people for hitting the subscribe button. I feel, and then during I'm writing this, I'm trying to feel it, right? And I'm trying to, you know, feel it as well as visualize it. So you want to feel it, visualize it, and write it out. So it's like you're taking your feelings, you're trying to take your feelings and put it on that paper. That's what I started doing. I'm trying to take my feelings from how it will feel at that moment and putting on that paper. So of course, you know I have a question, and today's question is, what books have you read dealing with manifesting and the law of attraction? Leave them down below in the description box. Part 3. This is really something I added that changed as well. Like the first part, I really didn't change too much, but the second and third part. So this part, which is the third part, is thanking whoever. Thanking the universe, thanking your higher being, thanking whoever you are scripting to. So if you're scripting to the universe, you know, you just want to say, thank you, universe, for bringing me so forth and so on. And you would just thank them and show them appreciation. Okay, so this is how I thought of it, right? This is how I thought of it. What if I was to go to what if somebody came to me and said, hey, can I get $100? And they take the $100, they rip it up and never say thank you. Okay, so according to the guide, okay, they say, okay, can I have $5 or can I borrow $5? I might pay you back, I might not. Okay, so I gave it to them. That's part 1. They didn't say they were grateful to have it or nothing. Part 2, they kind of just, you know, snatch it from my hand. You know, no feeling, no nothing, you know. And then part 3, they didn't even say thank you. Would I give that person again another $100? No. I would never give that person a dime. You get what I'm saying? Based off of that. So even, you know, that's pretty much how I viewed that and created this outline, because I thought about it as if someone was asking me for something. Yes, they asked, they're so thankful, they're so grateful, they receive it, and they're like, oh gosh, I feel great now. You know, I can do so much, I can accomplish so much, thank you. You know, then the third part is, thank you so much, I really appreciate this, I will not let you down, and so forth and so on. That will make me feel good, right? That will make me feel good because I helped. So you want to, mind you, now when I write it out, it's not long. Like it's not long. This is a small book, so it's not long. Like front and back, and that's it. And I write big, so it's not a long entry or anything like that. So I break it down to those 3 sections, a couple sentences per section, and it's, you know, write as much as you want though. Write as much as you want. You don't have to, you know, write 50 sentences or whatever. You don't have to even have to, you know, make sure it's 3 sentences or anything like that. Do what you feel. Don't forget, you want to break it down into sections. You know what I mean? And while you're doing it, you always want to visualize all of it. You want to visualize you receiving it. That is key. That is key. So think like a vision board, right? With a vision board, you're always seeing it and you're kind of like feeling it. You're feeling having all of those things with your vision board, same concept. You want to feel while you're writing or asking for. So of course, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and comment down below, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you later. Bye.